Hey guys, it's me, Names, otherwise known. Oh, oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Hey guys, it's me, Names, otherwise known as the one who apparates, but you can call me anything really. And welcome to Chiaroscuro Imago. This is a short indie horror game that I found on Steam just recently. As I was talking about in the previous video, is based off of horror fiction. I think the writings of David Lynch. Uh, so it's going to be more of a narrative focus, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a shorter experience. I kept myself blind to what this game would necessarily be about because it piqued my interest with just being like, uh, this is horror fiction based off of a famous person's writing. I like a narrative. What can I say? So yeah, without further ado, I'll just get into it. This seems like a laid back game, so it's probably going to be a laid back video, and that's that. Here, a sudden wonder appears, marvelous to tell. Bees buzzing and swarming from the broken flanks among the liquefied flesh of the cattle, and trailing along in vast clouds, and flowing together on a treetop, and hanging in a cluster from the bowed branches. The Georgics, Book 4. Okay. Never heard of that in my life, so I don't necessarily know what that would mean. Ooh. Tall, imposing tower. Only one of them. That is a good sign.
9/11.
But everything else is rather, you know, brutalist in structure. Love it. So yeah, no, I found this the same day that I also found Highway 11. So I think it came out like on November 10th, uh, like the 15th or 16th as of recording. Can I do anything with you? No. So I'm like halfway there to keeping up on that thing that I said of playing games on time, but you know me, that's not gonna last long. Step on inside this dimly lit little diner. Can we go back here? No, we can't. Okay. Can we? Well, I'm assuming we can. Yes, we can. Hello. Oh, wait. Hello. You have a basket in that hoodie? Can I close this? Yeah. Well, let me be a polite customer. Why, hello. Welcome to my little slice of the apparel as it was. I'd offer the usual, but it's an unusual time. Same goes for directions, but in an unusual place. It'd take a dedicated wanderer to get this far from home. What are you looking for? Oh, you know me, I'm just passing through. Maybe so, but the bell means business, friend, and you look limp. If this is about what's across the path, okay, I don't know. I just immediately wanted to go into, I don't know you. Anyways, I don't know you, but I can guess your vocation. I can smell it. There's nothing for you here. The silk house is done. The moths are finished. There's nothing left but effluvium? The food out here is sugar spun, but advice is provided raw. Keep moving. Don't chance the scrimmage. The moths. The moths? The doors are clamped shut, and they're either molting or dead. Those doors. Those doors? Not those doors. I'm keeping up somewhat. What happened to the moths? If you don't mind me so asking. The silk house is gone. The moths abscond. Faith began. Begone? All I know. Same as you. I just wanted to play a literary game. Narrative game, and I'm tripping up on all my God. But you ask that like you think otherwise. See, that's the problem. You can't make preternatural inquiries like a passing time. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. The moths denning inside the silk house are out of our reach, aphonic, lacking agency. To my senses, they're already gone. How would I enter the silk house? You ask that like you aren't the only one asking. Employed, then. What are we dealing in? If the price is honey, walk. Dog, we're just talking and I'm confused. You're lost, Crow. Well, yeah. And we're just finishing our conversation. Not happening. The fate of the moths isn't yet our own. I think you'd do well to understand that. As for my relation to them, or lack thereof, it concluded with their own atrocious enterprise. We have nothing left to share with each other. Now, with our business concluded, I need to get back to mine. This kind of babble scares customers, and repast can be volatile. Hey, my good sir, I still need to enter the silk house. You don't. Fly off. Next. As if there's like anyone else in here. There's no one. Can I just keep... Hold on, wait. I want to see if I can interact with the jukebox. I guess I'll... Frames dropped. Oh, you're... Oh. Hey, man. See if I can interact with anything else before I just keep talking with you, just in case there's like some sneaky little thing that I could do. Oh, a plate. A singular plate, and then... I mean, like, I guess you can sit and eat there, but that just seems kind of... my good sir, I do not think our conversation is done. Seriously, get out. You're holding up the line. Yeah, sure. Oh, you actually... Oh. Okay, fine. Be that way. Flippin' stupid head. I'm gonna go answer this phone as if it's like... Oh, you're still watching me. Okay, well. This phone call is none of your business. Hello? Hello? You're well met, Grub. Nice to speak to a pally. Who is this? You're good, but I've had my fill of chittering. Business comes first. Okay, sure, man. The moths did something. I want to know what, and I want to know who's left. I want to know what they know. Or knew. Sometimes knowledge just obliterates thought. It's a funny thing. I don't expect their mites are in a row anymore. Says there's no getting in. I don't know why I keep giving my my actual character a fucking multitude of accents. A silent partner in a quiet trade. Loathsomely cute way to fly. The moths discovered something truer than themselves. Whether they offered themselves to it and were lost in its wake, or whether they found some way to clip its wings. I can't say. I think the scavenger can. In fact, I think the scavenger can say quite a bit more than anyone. The last to leave turns off the lights, dig? And that place has been awfully dark. So who locked the door on their way out? I think we both know who has the key. Well, he doesn't trust me, even though I told him I just want to chat. And then also proceeded to tell him that, you know, I wanted to get in there, but like that's besides the point. Doesn't trust anybody. So trust doesn't matter. That's a blessing, by the way. You're not very persuasive. A little
invading
will do. I think that, yeah. In fact, how about a word? The Rhea? The Rie? Something. Start with that. The key should follow along with everything else. Use it to enter the silk house, then bear witness to whatever's left. We'll talk when you have something to tell me. My good sir, I'm worried this isn't going to go well. In fact, I feel like I might get shot. Or stabbed. Stabbed seems more like it. Or thrown off a cliff. You think there's something to worry about in there? You worry about what's out What's out here? Okay. You worry about what happens when you waste our time. Worry about that. I don't like to be tested. I know some woodlice that owe me a few favors, and they're not opposed to biological violence. This is the biggest opportunity of your life. If you don't want it, you can be replaced. Easily replaced. Any other grub will push you down in the mud. Now go inside and get that key. And Pally? What? Everyone is watching. We'll stay in touch. Joke's on you guys. I can actually just shut you out. Oh, okay. Abrupt. Rude. Even. Sure, man. Sure. I guess when you're being forced to do something that you don't want to do, with physical violence being threatened, you kind of have no choice. Maybe, possibly, probably. I mean, like, I guess I can always. Okay, come on, man. I'm back. Hi. I'm sure you're happy to see me. It's lovely to see you, basket face. Go lay an egg. Okay. Well, can't do that. We need to talk. That's funny. You're funny. Has anyone ever told you that? Get out. The Rie. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. I actually don't know. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Anyways, you don't know what you're skittering around. You and your repulsive handler. But fine, Skitter. We palaver in the old style. Yeah, I said that right, but god damn it. Albeit with certain ceremonies omitted. No point in formalities if we're going this way. Okay. Look, it was Silk in the beginning. Then they got in the business, if that's within your ken. I don't know how or why. After that, it was honey. You could smell it on them whenever they crossed the path. A nice smell. For a while. And then the smell went bad. Not long after, so did the moths. That ended things between us. But sometimes I still smell it, fresh and foul. It wafts from across the path. Fetid, filthy taste. The stuff bad dreams are made of. No point protracting this. There's a booth to your right, next to the door. Has a plate on it. Take a seat. I'll be out in a minute. Oh, you know me, I'm a very punctual man. So I expect you. I expect you to be here. Oh, I was about to start chatting shit. My bad. My bad. I was watching that clock like a hawk. You walk so slow, my guy. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, he depressed. Oh shit, my bad. I'd offer you our best chewings, but free food isn't a right I recognize. Even I pay for the things I eat. This sounds like a horrible place of employment. Simple rules. No questions, just statements. So on. The body of three. You have three declarations to pierce towards divination. Is this like, are these words Latin? I feel like that's a stupid question. Anyways, make them count. Something happened to the moths. Nothing they didn't want, at least, I think. That may change after eclosion. We often mourn the freedom that comes from not yet being born. Okay. Really, it's unprecedented. Moths can't produce honey. Everyone knows that. When they asked for help, they considered themselves and sclerosis was a horror by which they wouldn't abide. At the same time, their own incompleteness was a matter of great veneration, which awaited, invariably, valediction. Valediction? Yeah. Second cocoon for all whose growth became a wither. New cycles of life and death, and life, death, for a sharper world yet to come. They drank deep and despaired. You knew what was going on, didn't you, Betty? Moths excrete a language that even dedicated outsiders struggle to comprehend. Jesus Christ, I'm reading as if I have like fucking dyslexia, but I really don't. I shouldn't have played this game tonight. The pheromones are so overwhelming, so pungent, that their subtlety is difficult to detect. It's like speaking through dust. A pigeon. A pigeon develops, given time. I asked my first visitor from the Silk House if moths could remember their time as caterpillars. They hold beliefs I still find
recondite
on the subject of puppet. Sound it out. However, we found less of truce. With common interests established, we had enough motivation to talk. Once I divined a sentence quite clearly. The milk of the moth is the fruit of the world. It smelled different than it sounds, of course. It was what they wanted, rather than what was so. They desired my unique experience among the abscond apiaries, which I offered. I made it so, or tried to. On their end, honey followed. We both wanted something beyond this dirt. But the moths wanted to become what they felt had been withheld from them. I wanted to become what I was not. What an imbroglio. So, oh. This is your final chance to leave this alone. I know what happened. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, my guy has regret. Intense indiscretion. Irreconcilable differences. I can speak. We both took something important from each other. We did not end our partnership amicably. I can't complete your triad. Betless as it is. Betless? Your handler has preyed upon the limitations of us both. You'll have to do as you've been told, then. Interrupt them. Try and find meaning where I've failed. I'm going to show you what happened. Oh. Okay. Am I following you? Are you going to get something? Well, I can't move. Okay. Going into the... Oh, no, you're going back in there? I thought you were going to go into that other room over there. But, sure, man. Ugh. Oh. 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 Nice arm, dude. Our business is concluded. Do not come back. Nice talking to you too, man. All right. Yeah. Have a good night. Okay, yeah. There's only really... I don't think that key would go to that door. But... I guess we'll never know, because I'm not walking back over there. I walk so slowly. Hello? Creepy room. How are you doing today? A few chairs. 2 upright, 2 over. What does this hold in the cards for us? Nothing, because I don't know anything about what I'm saying. Oh, hello. You look like you have a mustache. Although that kind of looks like a brain scan. Can I go into you? No, I cannot. Hello? Whoa. Are you naked? Yes. Possibly. Probably. Seems like it. Yeah, no. Yeah. That checks out. Hello? Very yellow in here. And then there's a bug. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be a bug. Kind of looks like a bug. I don't know. We're on the topic of moths. So, like, insects in general are kind of where my brain's at right now. Can I go into you? No, I cannot. Oh, I can't go into there. I thought, well, maybe I'll have to like hide in that at some point. I don't necessarily know how far this game is going to go in terms of gameplay. I just know it said horror fiction, so I'm assuming this is more narrative focused and that there's not going to be a lot of intensive gameplay, but I could be wrong. And also it's made by
Howling Stars.
I don't know if I said that, but just to remind myself. Yep. Well, this is not what I thought was gonna be what was in here. Oh. Oh. You're just horrendously strapped down. Oh. Anna. Well, my good sir, I do not understand a single thing you're saying. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I need to know, because I'm following along. I understand everything that you're saying. RV? Love me an RV? Definitely on the same page as you. Oh? Oh. R. Whatever the hell that is. R. Pitchfork. Do I need to go to the little podium? Give a sermon? This is a depressing sermon. Am I ass? Holy pixels! I guess it was just a lighting thing. Hello? I definitely understood everything that was just said to me, and I know why I'm here. Well, bright and flashing. That was scary. Okay, I'm seeing things. I'm making myself see things. Okay, I think that's it. Looks like a tick. Like some kind of flea. Whoa. That is not what I thought I was gonna see out here. Okay, a bit of a still life. Some ominous hallway breathing. Love that. Very typical of an indie horror game. Weird, odd shower heads. Oh. Okay. I can't tell if that was just ambiance or if that was actually someone that I just heard. Hello? Hello? Oh, a phone! Oh, I sure do love a phone. I do love who I was going to... Oh. Oh, never mind. Don't know why I didn't expect that. Dot. Loquacious, aren't you? You've been telling the bees. You're Quisling. You talked, stirred up the earache. Hateful little grub. Hate you. Oh. I think that said Mimic at some point. The one at the diner knows. Do you understand that? I mean, like, yeah, he literally told me he they did it too. They just didn't do it well. Begonia, friend. That wretched little robber fly has been meddling. Chittering half-truths. provoking us down empty branches, using you as bait. Nobody's coming to get you anymore. I'm sorry, Pally. I didn't mean to yell. What comes next is punishment enough. You see, that's why I called, since we won't be speaking again. I need to say that bad things are going to happen to you. Really just one bad thing. One very, very terrible thing. And you deserve it for being so naive. Return to the scene of the act. See to a loose end. You... Okay, yeah, sure, man. Because I'm definitely following along. Damn, that shit was quick. The fuck? Okay. I wish that was like in real life. I swear I heard that time, but I gaslight myself a lot. So I can either go back or I can leave. Or I'm assuming I can leave. I don't know. It's giving me the option. I'm assuming this is a diverging path. Okay, I'm like near positive that there's like some whispering that you can hear in the ambiance. Like actual comprehensible words. Also, I don't know about you, man, but oh. I did not commit that crime. I can tell you that right now. I'm not entirely sure, as anyone would probably be in this situation, of what the story is exactly being told here outside of cosmic knowledge that we should have never pushed for. Oh no. Oh, honey. Oh, it's honey. Should I even ring that? Should I just, like, be nosy and walk back here? Be a little... Ring the bell? Does that do anything? No, it doesn't. Hi. Okay, are you gonna kill me? Yeah. Oh shit, wait. Oh fuck, that's actually... But never occurred to them to verify the mind. We have bees. We have bees. Oh. I'm confused. As is, I think anyone should be with this. Okay. That makes me wonder if there's actually a way to do that differently, or if that is literally like just the entire game. Okay. Well, yeah. There is no other ending or like any other like choice you can do. What you saw was what was intended as like the final be all end all to this game. I also went on to Steam and the description did say that there was only one ending. Like I said, I went into this blind. I didn't even read whatever was on Steam. So now that I actually played the game and finished it, I went and read it. Yeah, only the one ending. And it also said it was inspired by ancient poetry, works of David Lynch, and the occult. I can't remember if I said up top if I like mentioned that it was either inspired or if it was based off of a work of David Lynch. And if I did say it was based off of a work, it was inspired, not based off. That was wrong of me to do. So yeah. Oh, and then also when I did try to go and, replay again just to see if there's anything that would be different in terms of an ending, the game kind of like bugged out 2 times. And so when I then saw that there was only one ending on Steam, I was like, okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna keep trying to do that, and then the game just like bugs out. It worked the first time as intended. Cool, right? It works for that moment, and that's all that it needed to work for. But with going back and playing it again, instead of like viewing this experience and story through the lens of I'm recording it through a video. I just sat and like read the stuff and just kind of like sat on it for a while to really comprehend it. Because like, admittedly, when it comes to making videos like this on narrative pieces, you want to be entertaining in some format. Uh, and I'm not really the type of person to be able to parse out ideas like like that quick, and to be able to like understand everything that's being tossed at me, especially when it's a layered, complex thing. Uh, so after going through it again and actually like reading it, uh, obviously with this kind of style of game and with what it's based off of, you're not supposed to understand everything. Some things are like intentionally just left unanswered or extremely confusing for the sake of the story and the themes that they're trying to get across. But with going back and rereading it and like really taking it all in, uh the what really sticks out to me the most for what this is possibly about is that it is a forewarning to this idea of like knowing something that you were just better off not knowing. And that would make sense when you're talking about things like the occult, a lot of occult related stuff in terms of horror media, or just like the idea, I guess, in society in general, is that the occult tries to learn things far beyond our comprehension, and that normally leads to really bad outcomes. Uh, so like you shouldn't mess with that stuff, but people still do want to mess with that stuff because knowledge is so powerful, and yet it can taint a lot of things once you do know something. So the biggest thing that stuck out to me in terms of what this narrative is trying to get across is that it is really easy to cross that line of like living a normal life, learning too much about something, whether that be via your own volition or if it's forced against you, and then you are then forever stuck with that knowledge, and you're forever changed, and you have to sit and live with whatever horrible thing happened. Whether, again, like I said, you wanted that, or you thought you knew what you wanted, or you had it forced upon you, there is a tipping point, and it is actually very easy to cross sometimes, depending on whatever it is in terms of like situation and knowledge that it involves. Because obviously, there's only so many things that you can look at and be like, yeah, if I didn't know more of that, I'd be fine. Uh, but it's also like case by case basis when it comes to people. So yeah, that is Chiaroscuro Imago. Took me a second to remember how to properly pronounce that without giving like a fucking an American Chiaroscuro Imago or something stupid like that. Overall, it was definitely a very shorter experience. And I do like the narrative. I mean, it's intentionally supposed to be confusing. Like, not everything is going to make sense, especially when you just do like a first run through with it. But I do like the unease that it kind of gives you, the fact of like, oh, there are some questions that you are literally just never going to get the answer to, even though those questions would be able to solve the most horrifying thing of this. But even if you do solve the most horrifying thing of this, seeing the actual act of it and what has happened, whole different level. So it was short and sweet in that regard. I do like the sound design. I also do like the art direction in terms of like color palettes and how they designed the environment with how like brutalist it is. Or like how like with the bar here, this seems completely normal and then is just devoid of anyone. It's harsh lighting. The only thing that is like immediately standing out is the absolutely like different tinge of that light compared to the rest of the bar. The brutalist nature of the actual silk house, how it looks so unassuming, and then you go in there and it's just like absolutely horrifying. It's a good art direction. I like it. It doesn't need to be like fancy in terms of looking like graphically epic. I don't know. But it didn't necessarily need to be like it's not like it knows that it doesn't need to be high up there, but it also knows that it can't be too low quality, because obviously there are still some things that need to be portrayed well enough to the point that it gives you that sense of unease. It's not it I don't like, this wasn't like anything scary. It was more of just like eerie, like Highway 11 was trying to be, right? And this is a game that's trying to make you unsettled, to sit in silence and be uncomfortable with the things that you know, or the things that you come to find out. So overall, that was a pretty that was pretty enjoyable. Wasn't anything like crazy, I'd say. So I'd give that like a B on my little tier list that I have going for the games that I play. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether you agree, whether you disagree, or whether you want to do something else completely entirely, or just like not, because you can completely disregard what I'm saying and ignore me. You can also leave a like, share the video, all that stuff, or again, don't. I can't tell you what to do. And yeah, I don't really remember what else I include in my outro. It's been a while in the last video. I just ended it. So yeah. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening, time in the Silk House, whatever it is that's going on with you. Or don't. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video then. That was that. And I will now take this time to de-apparate.